So you do a couple of things. So let's start with the one that you're most familiar with, which is, I think, your association, the
Mm-hmm.
one you started. Could
Mm-hmm.
you talk a little bit about that, how that came to be?
So in 2011, my younger son was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, and he was 1 year old at that time. So SMA, in short, it's a rare disease, and this rare disease is happens to 1 in 10,000 kids. In Malaysia, the statistics is every child. It's estimated that every week there is one child that's born, and how it happens is through genetics. It's a genetic condition where my husband and I are the carrier of this genetic condition, SMA. And 1 in 50 is a carrier. And by faith, or you want to believe it or not, the husband and wife meet, and with every pregnancy, there's 25% chance of your child being affected, 25% chance that a child is not affected, and 50% chances that your child is a carrier. So my eldest son is perfectly fine. He was 3 years old when Brandon was born. So for the last 3 years, I've been a typical mother, until when Brandon was born. A year later, we noticed that he wasn't achieving any of the milestones. He was hypotonia, which means he can't really move his hands and legs and all that. And we noticed this was really very different from my eldest son, and he was diagnosed with SMA. He was only 1 year old, and my doctor told us that um, children born with this type of condition lives to only 2 years old, which is still true in Malaysia, although it may not be true in other countries that has already treatment. And first time you have so much hope, and your child just passed 1 year old, and you told me he only has 1 more year to live. That threw my husband and I totally out of into the darkness and into the woods. Don't know what to do. We wanted to create more awareness for SMA, and my husband and I, we started the NGO to support the families and patients in Malaysia to improve the standards of care in Malaysia for SMA, and also at the end purpose is to really get this treatment into Malaysia. And we have found over about 100 families in Malaysia who has SMA, and every other month I'm getting new referrals. Can you imagine? And now what has changed is the doctor probably would not tell the parents that you have only 1 more year to live. Is like, let's get started, get you tested for what we can do for gene therapy, for the treatment that is available, things like that. I feel like every time when I receive a call, I know that how this, in a way, I know how the mother or the father feels. And um, I will, for me, it's like there is hope, and I always want to instill to the parents to say that there is still hope. Do not give up so easily, because there are a lot of challenges. At the same time, I will not sugarcoat everything. I will just tell them the journey is really tough, but there is hope that you can still live a quality life, that there are still things that you can do. It doesn't mean that then you have you totally have nothing to reach out for and nothing to do, and you just feel sad all the time. It's not like that. I want to help the parents to feel they're empowered, that the children can do something, despite having SMA.